Maxton Hall Season 3 just dropped its trailer, and I'm not exaggerating when I say this. It changed everything. After a season full of pain, silence, broken trust, and that disastrous finale, this trailer feels like a storm warning, because it's not just teasing romance and happy moments, it's teasing consequences. It's teasing revenge, and most importantly, it's teasing the truth finally coming out. And if you thought Season 2 was dramatic, then get ready, because Season 3 looks like it will destroy every secret that has been protected so far. The real question is not, will Ruby and James be together? The real question is, what will it cost them to finally be happy? The Maxton Hall Season 3 trailer is awesome, and the reason people are freaking out is because it doesn't feel like a normal next season trailer. It feels like a final battle is coming. You can feel it in the way everything is tense, serious, and heavy, like the story is done with playing nice. And honestly, after everything Ruby and James have been through, I understand why the trailer hit so hard, because Season 2 ended in the most unfair way possible, with Ruby being punished for something she did not do, while the real problem stayed hidden. And now, the trailer is basically saying, no more hiding. We finally see a James who looks like he is done being controlled, done being silent, and done letting his father decide what happens to everyone. And if you are asking why this trailer feels so powerful, it's because it brings back the exact emotions we were left with at the end of Season 2, shock, anger, sadness, but it also adds something new, hope mixed with danger. It's like the trailer is promising us happiness, but only after chaos. And the most important part is this. The trailer makes it clear that the photo scandal is not going to be forgotten. It's coming back, and it's coming back bigger. Because the moment Ruby was expelled was not just a school issue, it was a public humiliation, a choice made by someone with power. And as you know, when power decides to hurt someone innocent, the damage doesn't end in one episode. The damage spreads into families, reputations, futures, and relationships. That's why the trailer feels like it broke the internet. It's not just showing romance, it's showing a war inside Maxton Hall. A war between truth and image, between love and control, between the children and the man who thinks he owns them. And the trailer's biggest message is simple. Season 3 will not be about fixing small problems. Season 3 will be about destroying the system that created those problems in the first place. Now let's talk about Ruby, because the trailer makes one thing clear. Ruby is not going to stay silent anymore. After being expelled, after being dragged into a scandal that was never hers, Ruby's life is basically hanging between two paths. Either she gives up and lets that moment define her, or she fights back and takes her name back. And based on the trailer's energy, I truly believe Ruby is choosing war. The interesting part is that Ruby has never been someone who wants drama. She never wanted attention. She wanted her future, her dream, her Oxford path, and a life built on hard work. But the problem is, someone decided to use her as a shield. Someone chose Ruby as the victim so the real inappropriate relationship could stay hidden. And if you are asking who benefits the most from Ruby being destroyed, the answer is still the same: Mortimer. Because the moment Ruby is removed, the moment she is silenced, everything becomes easier for him. No questions, no investigations, no risk. But Season 3 trailer energy suggests that Ruby's removal is exactly what will force the truth to explode. Because now Ruby has nothing left to protect inside that school. And that makes her dangerous. And what makes it even more intense is James. Because James is not the type to accept guilt when he knows Ruby is innocent. And the trailer hints at that pressure building inside him, like he is finally ready to say, enough. I believe Ruby's return to Maxton Hall, if it happens, will not be quiet. It will be public, it will be emotional, and it will be connected to proof. Proof that the photo was taken out of context, proof that Ruby was punished for someone else's secret, and proof that the school leadership played a part in choosing an easy victim. And you know what's scary? The trailer makes it feel like Ruby's comeback will not just bring her back to school, it will also bring enemies. Because the moment Ruby's name gets cleared, the question becomes, who did this? And once that question is asked out loud, there is no going back. People who were comfortable in silence will start panicking. People who were protected by power will start making desperate choices, and that's exactly how Season 3 turns from romance into a thriller, to Ruby's innocence is not just a personal thing anymore. It's a weapon that can destroy reputations, careers, and a whole family's image. Everyone talks about Ruby and James, but let's be honest. Season 3's biggest relationship war is going to be James versus Mortimer. Because Mortimer is not just a strict father. He is control, he is manipulation, he is the type of person who protects the family name by destroying the people inside the family. And if you watched how he moves, you know he doesn't care who gets hurt as long as he stays in power. And the trailer feels like it is building toward the moment James finally stops being scared of him. In Season 2, James carried so much guilt and pain, and you could feel how trapped he was. He wanted to do the right thing, but he also knew that Mortimer has influence everywhere. School, company, reputation, even the police. But Season 3 trailer, James looks different. He looks like someone who understands one thing. Silence is what keeps Mortimer strong. And if James finally speaks, Mortimer finally bleeds. The trailer also makes Lydia's situation feel even more explosive. Because if Lydia is truly pregnant and that truth is revealed, it's not just a family issue, it's a scandal that Mortimer can't fully control. And if you are asking what Mortimer will do when he loses control, the answer is predictable. He will become dangerous. He will try to cut people off, threaten them, trap them, and rewrite the story the way he always does. And that is why James is key, because James is the only one who can face Mortimer directly and survive it. I believe Season 3 will show James doing something he has never fully done before, choosing love and truth over fear. That means choosing Ruby openly. That means protecting Lydia openly. That means refusing to be owned by his father. And when Mortimer realizes he can't control James anymore, he will try a new tactic: destroy Ruby. Because Ruby is James's weakness and his strength at the same time. If Mortimer can break Ruby, he can pull James back into his cage, but the trailer's vibe tells me something else. This time, James won't let it happen, and if it turns into a fight, emotionally or physically, then Season 3 might give us the most intense confrontation we've ever seen in this story. Now we have to talk about the biggest suspense thread, Cordelia's will and Percy's key. Because this is not a small detail anymore. This is the kind of mystery that can flip the entire story upside down. As you know, the will leaving everything to Mortimer was already suspicious. It didn't feel like love. It felt like control from beyond the grave. And the trailer's secretive feeling makes me think Season 3 will finally open that locked door, literally and emotionally. Percy kissing that key was not random. It was symbolic. It was like he was holding guilt, memory, and truth in his hand. And if you are asking what that key could open, my strongest guess is still the same. A hidden place where Cordelia's real intentions are stored. Something Mortimer never wanted anyone to find. Because if there is a second will or a letter or any kind of proof that Cordelia's final wishes were changed, then Mortimer's entire empire starts collapsing, and here is where it gets even more thrilling. Percy is not just a side character. Percy is a witness. Percy was close to Cordelia. Percy was there when things happened, and if Percy decides to speak, he becomes the most dangerous person in Mortimer's world. Because Mortimer can control money and image, but he can't control a confession that has proof. And the trailer's suspense makes me think Percy is reaching a breaking point. Like he's tired of carrying whatever secret he has been carrying. And if Percy reveals that Cordelia's death was suspicious, or that Mortimer pressured her, or that Mortimer changed the will, then Season 3 becomes bigger than school drama. It becomes a legal war, a public scandal, a company crisis, and I truly believe the twins will finally stand together here. Because this is not only about money, it's about freedom, it's about taking the future back from a man who has been stealing it from them. And there's another possibility that makes this even crazier: Percy's connection to the twins. If there is any truth to the idea that Percy could be their real father, then Season 3 will not just expose Mortimer's crimes, it will expose his entire fake identity as a family man. And when someone's whole image is built on lies, the fall is always ugly. Finally, let's talk about what everyone truly wants: Ruby and James finally being happy. Because after Season 2, we are tired of suffering. We are tired of watching them get close, then get destroyed by secrets, pride, and outside control. And the trailer feels like it is teasing something we have waited for a long time: a real chance at peace. But here's the thing. Season 3 does not look like it will give happiness for free. It looks like it will make Ruby and James earn it. And if you are asking why, it's because the people against them are not normal enemies. Their enemies are powerful, rich, connected, and desperate. Mortimer is not going to step aside and say, okay, you win. He will fight to keep control, and that means Ruby and James might be forced to make hard choices. Choices like going public, choices like exposing the family, choices like sacrificing comfort for truth. And yes, that is scary because the moment you expose a powerful person, they try to destroy you before you can destroy them. But the trailer's emotion makes me believe one beautiful thing. Ruby and James might finally stop running from their feelings. They might finally choose each other openly, without shame, without fear, without hiding. And if that happens, it will change everything. Because Ruby is not like the world James grew up in. Ruby represents a life that is clean, real, and honest, and James wants that life more than anything. That's why I still believe a happy ending is possible. A small home, a simple future, Ruby chasing her dreams, James creating his own identity away from the company and his father's shadow, Lydia rebuilding her life on her own terms. But before we reach that ending, Season 3 will make them walk through fire. And that's exactly why the trailer is so addictive. It doesn't just promise romance, it promises justice. And the best kind of ending is not the one where everyone smiles. The best kind of ending is the one where the people who suffered finally win. And the people who caused the suffering finally pay. Now tell me, after watching this trailer, do you think Mortimer will actually fall? And do you think Ruby and James will finally get the life they deserve? Let's meet in the comments. Now let's talk about the question everyone is asking after watching this awesome trailer. When will Maxton Hall Season 3 actually come out? And what kind of ending are we heading toward? Because this trailer didn't just excite people, it made people feel like the final season is close, like the story is already moving fast behind the scenes. And as you know, trailers are never random. They are carefully built to create one emotion, urgency. And the urgency here is clear. Season 3 is going to be the season where everything explodes, and they want us to feel that explosion coming. If we look at how big shows usually work, filming is only one part. After filming, the real work begins. Editing, music, color, sound, and post-production. And since Maxton Hall is the type of series that loves dramatic lighting, strong mood, and emotional pacing, they will definitely take time to make it perfect. That is why, even though the trailer is already here, the release date still depends on how fast post-production moves. But based on what we know and how streaming platforms normally plan their big releases, the most realistic window looks like 2026. And if you ask me for a guess, I would say fall 2026 is the safest option because it gives enough time for post-production and also matches the kind of seasonal drama release timing that works best. However, the reason people are now screaming it could be sooner is because this trailer feels advanced. It doesn't feel like a simple early teaser. It feels like the show is confident and ready. So yes, there is still a chance they surprise us with summer 2026, especially if they want to keep the hype alive and not let the audience cool down. But no matter when it arrives, one thing is sure, this season will be massive. And now, let's get to the most exciting part. How will Season 3 actually end? Because after watching this trailer, I don't think we are getting a simple love story ending. I think we are getting a truth wins ending. I think the final episodes will focus on one main thing, exposure. Someone will expose Mortimer. Someone will expose the real photo situation. Someone will expose the lies around Cordelia's will. And once the truth is exposed, the whole structure holding Mortimer up will collapse. But here is where it gets suspenseful. Mortimer will not fall quietly. The trailer makes him feel like the kind of villain who will try to destroy everything around him if he feels cornered. And that means the final episodes could be dangerous for Ruby, for James, and especially for Lydia. Because Lydia is not just a sister anymore, she is a living scandal that Mortimer can't fully erase. Her pregnancy is not something he can easily cover up without consequences. And if he tries to control her the way he always does, James will finally fight back in a way we have never seen before. Honestly, I expect the biggest confrontation of the entire series to be between James and Mortimer, not just emotionally, but also in a way that forces Mortimer's actions into the light. Because the only way to beat a person like Mortimer is to make sure everyone sees what he really is. I also think Ruby will be the one who changes the ending, not because she has power like Mortimer, but because she has something stronger, truth and courage. Ruby has already been used as a victim, and once you push someone innocent to the edge, they become unstoppable. She has nothing to hide, nothing to protect in that world anymore, and that makes her fearless. That is why I believe Ruby will return to Maxton Hall, clear her name completely, and walk through those hallways like someone who is done being ashamed. And once Ruby is back, the school will have to answer for what it did to her, because it wasn't just gossip, it was an official punishment based on a lie. And Season 3 will not let that slide. So my final prediction is this: Season 3 will end with justice, but it will be emotional justice. We will probably see Mortimer lose control over the company, lose control over his children, and possibly face real legal consequences. Lydia will finally step into her own power and stop living in fear. Ruby will reclaim her future, and Oxford will no longer feel like a dream. It will feel like her destiny. And James will finally become the person he always wanted to be, not the person his father tried to create. And if the show truly wants to give us the ending we deserve, then yes, I believe we will see Ruby and James choosing a life together, not because it is easy, but because after everything, they have earned it. Maxton Hall Season 3 just dropped its trailer, and I'm not exaggerating when I say this. It changed everything. After a season full of pain, silence, broken trust, and that disastrous finale, this trailer feels like a storm warning, because it's not just teasing romance and happy moments, it's teasing consequences. It's teasing revenge, and most importantly, it's teasing the truth finally coming out. And if you thought Season 2 was dramatic, then get ready, because Season 3 looks like it will destroy every secret that has been protected so far. The real question is not, will Ruby and James be together? The real question is, what will it cost them to finally be happy? The Maxton Hall Season 3 trailer is awesome, and the reason people are freaking out is because it doesn't feel like a normal next season trailer. It feels like a final battle is coming. You can feel it in the way everything is tense, serious, and heavy, like the story is done with playing nice. And honestly, after everything Ruby and James have been through, I understand why the trailer hit so hard, because Season 2 ended in the most unfair way possible, with Ruby being punished for something she did not do, while the real problem stayed hidden. And now, the trailer is basically saying, no more hiding. We finally see a James who looks like he is done being controlled, done being silent, and done letting his father decide what happens to everyone. And if you are asking why this trailer feels so powerful, it's because it brings back the exact emotions we were left with at the end of Season 2, shock, anger, sadness, but it also adds something new, hope mixed with danger. It's like the trailer is promising us happiness, but only after chaos. And the most important part is this: the trailer makes it clear that the photo scandal is not going to be forgotten. It's coming back, and it's coming back bigger, because the moment Ruby was expelled was not just a school issue, it was a public humiliation, a choice made by someone